Hello everybody and welcome to a rather tropical Snetterton. The British GT Championship is back in town in the UK after our Spa break, and as you can see, we've brought the weather with us. Should we call it Snetter Sun? Not sure. All we know is we're going to have a Snetter ton of fun. I make no apologies for these puns. We will start right here with our pit lane wander with a true title contender, Optimum Motorsport, with Morgan Tilbrook and Marvin Kirchhofer and the McLaren 720S GT3 Evo. We've actually got a trio of threes in GT3 this weekend, if you like, because we've only got 3 points between the top three in the standings. So this car has yet to win a race and runs third in the championship. They will be looking to address that this weekend, no doubt. Incidentally, they can obviously win the championship without winning a race. The last time that happened was way back in 2011 with the Geddes. So it would obviously be sub-optimum to not win a race and take the title, but we shall see what they can achieve over the final few races of the season. A change in this car for this weekend, Callum McLeod, partnered by Carl Cavers, who makes his first start of the season, was in a Century BMW M4 GT3 last year and subbing for Mike Price in the Farrell Estates car. Nice green Snetterton, nice green McLaren. Keep your eyes on it. Right behind you, actually, we have got the 2Cs Motorsport, Cian Dewis and Charles Dawson heading up to scrutineering. That is our GT3 points leader. After two maximum scores in the opening two races, things have not quite gone to plan for that car. It's closed the championship up massively. The pressure just ramps up. We'll see how they do this weekend. On to our GT4 championship leaders, Jack Brown and Mark Warren. Been absolutely on fire this season. Spa didn't quite go to plan for them, but they still hold a comfortable championship lead and actually could become the earliest GT4 champions outright we've ever had, should results go their way this weekend and they win both races. It's a big ask, but you never know. And Jack Brown loves Snetterton, wins here most years, so keep an eye on that car. The sister car of Luca Hopkinson and Harry George. That car has been in and around the podium pretty much every race, inching its way up there in the championship. Another good one to watch. On to our Spa winners. Blackthorn AMR with the Aston Martin AMR Evo. Giacomo Petrobelli and Johnny Adam. A breakthrough win for the team at Spa. Johnny Adams' record-breaking win, of course, making him our most successful GT3 driver ever. That car will have to spend the maximum compensation time in the pits during the first race though. However, we'll see what they can do in race two. Welcome back to Jolt Racing as well for the McLaren for its third outing using Endurance Cup entry. Rupert Williams and John Ingram joining us for their third outing of the year after skipping Spa. And then we've got the Honda, which is going to look fantastic in the sun. NSXy, if you like. Team boss Jay Bridger continues in that car alongside Chung Chum Ip. It's got good form in sprint races as well, the Honda. Obviously on the podium at Alton Park in the last one. So could be a dark horse for this weekend. Paddock Motorsport, another of our McLarens, Mark Smith and Martin Plowman. Now, Mark Smith actually won 3 of the 4 GT Cup races here just last month. So that will be a massive boost to that team. They're coming in, they're going to hit the ground running, they hope. So keep an eye. And on to our Ferrari. Matt Griffin and Duncan Cameron. How good was it to see a Ferrari lead overall in British GT again at Spa? Great looking car, getting faster every time. The sprints could play well for that. It's gone well on straight lines and Snetterton got a fair few of those. On to Team Parker Racing. Back up to a full complement of GT3 and GT4. We've got Phil Keane and John Curry in the GT4 car. Very successful Spa for them with a podium. And welcome back to the GT3 as well of Nick Jones and Sven Muller. 2 6th places, almost so close to a podium at Alton Park as well in the sprints. Sven Muller absolutely will be one to watch during qualifying. He's never been here before today, so he learned it on the simulator, but if he can master the Nürburgring, finish second at Spa, I reckon he'll do okay in Norfolk. Then on to Orange Racing by JMH, Simon Orange and Marcus Clutton. So unlucky at Spa. This car is due a result. It's been going so well in the races, the luck just hasn't quite been there for them yet. Could that change this weekend? And then our Silver Am leaders, Beach Dean, Tom Wood and Andrew Howard. I would suggest that any car backed by an ice cream company is going to be a fan favourite here this weekend, so we shall see. If not, maybe they've just got some freezers out the back that we could use. On to Mahiki Racing. A switch from them from Lotus to Ginetta at Spa, and they really did hit the ground running with the 3 new G56s. Really, really quick in Belgium. Could have won the race. They are actually still looking for their first race win, despite being the absolute kings of qualifying. And some helpful coloured accents there to tell the 3 cars apart. So, and on to, these could well be ones to watch this weekend. Barwell Motorsport love a sprint race and love Snetterton. Sandy Mitchell returns after his sojourn to IMSA alongside Alex Martin. That car has no compensation time. Barwell has won here each of the last 2 years. So really, really one to watch for that one. And then running 4th in the championship currently, Hugo Cook alongside Rob Collard. They also took their first win of the year and Hugo's first one in British GT during the last sprint meeting at Alton Park. So we'll see what the twin Lambos can achieve. On to Century Motorsport GT4. Brandon Templeton and Chris Salkeld in the number 14. Been regular podium challengers so far this year. And on to, this is an interesting car. Winner at Spa, Ravi Ramyeed and Charlie Robertson. They've won 2 of the 5 races so far this year. In fact, outright wins have only been shared by themselves and the Optimum Artura of Jack Brown and Mark Warren. The only issue for this car is a double retirement at Alton Park. Set them back in the points, but they have been closing the gap. Spa shows they can do it. And then we've got a couple of empty garages, sadly, where 2Cs are, because we obviously saw the championship leading car and the sister car of Maxi Gertz and Kevin Say has also gone for its technical checks. So that brings us to the end of our pit lane review. Don't forget that you can catch all of the action from this weekend live on the GT World YouTube channel from qualifying on Saturday, warm up as well on Sunday. Aren't we good to you? Not like we need a warm up at the minute. Plus race 1 and race 2 on Sunday. We will see you there.